You must choose my skill. Powerful ability.
I can tell by the look in your eye that you're not going to leave it alone. You want to hear what happened to my father?
You hold too many things in, blacksmith. You should be free with your passions, good or ill.
Right, well, my father tried to dispel the rumors about my grandfather. No one would listen. Then one night, a week later, crazed refugees from Tristram came for revenge. I remember my father screaming for us to get out, and nasty laughter. A lot of it. Just before justice shoved me out the window, I saw my father crawling up the stairs at me, with 2 daggers in his back, and a 3rd whipping round his throat.
Did you take revenge on the men that did this to your father?
For years I wanted to, but the refugees moved on, vanished. So I left revenge behind, and got on with my life.
I stayed outside last night. I tried to ignore the silence, but the empty air felt like an open mouth above my head. Eventually I realized I had to sleep. If someone was going to kill me, I was already dead. I hadn't slept that well in years.
There ain't no guards around, are there? Most of my items have almost no blood left on them.
May the gods who abandoned us come to your aid one last time.
Do you have any other family?
My brother and I were orphans. We only had each other.
Is he also a thief?
No, he was a member of the city guard.
That seems odd.
Not as much as you might think. Until the end, that is.
You don't speak of how you became a Templar. Were you born to it?
No. Our scripture says, as a farmer reaps his wheat, so must the Order harvest and purify the weeds.
So you were once a criminal?
Yes. And I am told our Inquisitors had to bend quite a ways down to tear me from my sinful roots.
Afraid of damaging your armor or weapons? That won't happen over there. In fact, no one even dies. Disappointing, really. Time to fight rough.
Cain, soon your death will be avenged. Still recharging.
The Valrus manuscript lists Asmodan as the best battlefield commander of all demons, having defeated the angels many times in the eternal conflict across Pandemonium and the prime evils in the demonic civil war. If the Lord of Sin ever assaults our realm, we truly have much to fear.
Help us! You can't leave us here!
I will free you.
Oh, thank you.
A foe worth killing. Not ready yet.
I can't believe it's over.
Need more time.
Oh, thank you.
The gods have answered my prayers.
Sad tales have reached me of your truly abysmal failure to stop the enemy at the casino outpost. But at least the enemy's spy has been found. Once we eliminate her and her allies, this obnoxious little world will fall to me, and perhaps you, if you survive.
Magda, in the flesh. Your illusions cannot protect you now.
It matters not. While you hunted me, Belial's Imperial Guard captured your little witch Leah. Soon, her power shall be his.
undone. Rest easy, Deckard Cain. In her final desperate moments, Magda swore that the demon lord Belial would soon rule our world. I am all that stands between him and the end of mankind. How long have you been seeking me?
Well, it was not very easy to find you. I had to search for days. When I woke up alone, I did not know what had happened. I wrote about it a little. You may read more if you wish. I felt no fear when they sealed the tomb before me. Only a sense of peace as my mind drifted away into the darkness. It seems I opened my eyes only seconds later and beheld the chamber in ruins, half buried in sand. I have left everything behind. Only hope guides me now.
You, scoundrel, have you seen my amulet?
Never.
You've never seen it?
No. And I've never seen your dagger either.
My dagger? Why, it's missing too!
What was the world like 1500 years ago?
Beautiful cities towered up toward the heavens, but they were full of wickedness. The Vigerai ruled them with will's sharpest stone.
Who were the Vigerai?
A clan of mages, bound more by their lust for power than by blood. I see that their influence has waned in this age.
Was the Prophet one of them?
Oh no, he meant to punish the Vigerai. They were the first to summon demons into this land.
Is this all as the Prophet foretold?
Well, I did not expect you to keep company with a seraph.
You mean the angel, Tyrael?
I knew what he was the instant I beheld him, but being in his presence makes me quite nervous.
Why is that? He is only here to aid us.
We do not deserve it. Tyrael sacrificed all he knew to aid us. I hope it is worthwhile.
So what were your crimes before you joined the Order?
I cannot tell you.
Your Order's Inquisitors didn't cut out your tongue, did they? Out with it.
You misunderstand me. We are literally unable to recall our pasts. The Inquisitors stripped my sins and the memory of them from me, leaving me pure.
Why didn't you become a guard like your brother?
We're not much alike, really. He was always dependable and practical. A complete bore, I'd say.
And you were drawn to trouble?
Hardly. I was just amusing myself with the Thieves' Guild. It was nothing serious.
Until you were a wanted man.
That may have been serious.
I want to hear more about the Templar Order. Why do they make you forget your past?
Our initiation blinds us to our sinful pasts, so that we might clearly see the future and prepare for the final battle.
I see. How did they take your memory away? Sorcery?
I was chained to a wall and beaten. By the third day I was mad from pain and hunger. That is when the whipping began. I was told I relived all of my transgressions. Everything that brought me tainted joy. The whip took away that joy. Then the sin, leaving me pure.
So they tortured you. You Templar have strange ideas of what holiness means.
Don't you understand? The Templar Order is trying to protect humanity from extinction. What is my pain against that goal?
I welcome the chance to travel with you.
Before I killed her, Magda told me that the Imperial Guard had captured Leah. But at the Qasim outpost, the guards revealed themselves to be serpent demons of Belial.
then they must be holding the Emperor against his will. I tremble to think what Belial might do with Leah and her growing power. The only chance we have to rescue Leah is to wrest the Emperor from the grasp of the Imperial Guard.
Ashira of the Iron Wolves can get us to the Emperor. I will speak with her.
Look at the size of that barbarian.
Demons ravage the desert! Our villages are overrun!
Ashira, the Emperor and my friend are in grave danger. I must gain entry into the palace.
I heard what you did at Qasim Outpost in Alcarnas. You have my thanks. And you shall have my help. Captain Ravan, this woman has vital information regarding the massacre in the Borderlands. We must see the Emperor at once.
Very well, but I don't think you'll find him receptive. Let them pass!
I will faint dead away if I stand in this heat a moment longer. We need to be within the safety of the city walls! What is happening in the city? Why won't you let me in? Is there no one to help us?
The demons have taken over the desert.
My little Hakan has become so cruel, so paranoid in the last few weeks. I hear that he has ordered all of his staff to leave the city, or he will have them thrown from the walls. He cannot possibly mean me. I have cared for him since he was an infant.
What happened?
Feeding peasants. They
People are being robbed out here. These slums are filled with thieves. You simply must let me in.
Let's go. I'll lead you to the palace.
You are bold to have sought this audience with me. My guards tell me you were responsible for the massacre of innocent villagers in Alcarnas.
Do not believe those lies. Alcarnas was the work of Magda and her coven, who served Belial.
If you are innocent, then why do you have spies skulking through my sewers? Bring her in!
Let me go!
I detest violence. Gods, I leave this matter in your hands.
I knew you'd come for me.
Let us leave before more guards arrive.
Get out of here. I will cover your escape.
Thank you. Now we need to get to the sewers. I'll explain why when we get there. demons are blocking our way. We must destroy their summoning construct.
You seem distant at times.
It is not my intention. There is nowhere I would rather be.
Truly?
Truly. Everything depends on this. On you.
There has to be a way into the sewers from here. This leads to the sewers. I found my mother, Adria. She's alive. But the Imperial Guard is holding her somewhere down here.
We will find her.
So Magda was telling the truth. Somehow I knew my mother was alive. I always knew it.
But you never knew her. Be wary, Leah. Things are not as they... They seem sometimes. Volcato smiles on me.
They escaped into the sewers! Summon reinforcements!
Not ready yet. Need more time.
My exemplary servants. Keep the witch alive until she talks. Pain will loose her tongue, but only to a point. Remember what happened with the vizier's assistant? It was a pleasurable time, I admit. But the man had only incoherent babble and bloody strands of pus spilling from his lips by the end.
Adria should be up here.
Tell us about the Black Soul Stone! We know of the 3 that the Horadrim used to trap the Primevals. What is the purpose of this one?
Your master Belial has good reason to fear it.
Leave her alone!
See!
Leah, my daughter.
You know who I am?
My darling, I've watched over you all your life. But I never dared get close because of the danger that always shadows me.
It is not safe here. Let's move.
New goods today. Please look. You won't be disappointed.
I'm surprised Cain never told you why I left. He knew I was called to fight the Lords of Hell. And I knew he would keep you safe.
He's gone now.
Then it's fate that we have been reunited. Cain's work, your work, is my war.
According to the Horadric texts, only 2 evils remain. Belial is here in Chaldeum, and Azmodan has yet to reveal himself. The guards were asking you about this Black Soul Stone. I remember reading about it in Uncle's journal, but it didn't seem important.
No, but it is.
It is the key to defeating evil forever. It was created by the mage Zoltan Kuhl to trap demonic souls.
Yes, he was a renegade Haradrim, dismembered by his brethren before he could activate the Soul Stone. His head was sealed away in the Dogger Oasis.
We must retrieve it, because if we're to use the Soul Stone to defeat Belial and Azmodan, Zoltan Kuhl must live again.
We rescued Leah's mother, the witch Adria. She told us of the Black Soul Stone. An artifact that could destroy evil forever. Of all mortals, I have been given the task of retrieving it.
I can't believe what people throw away. I want to buy some of it.
I promised Marco I'd protect him, but now...
some new things. You should take them.
I promised Marco I'd protect him.
$16 million. Fishermen went out, only Rumford came back.
Your cart is blocking the way. Move.
How
and
dare
you should be
you?
No.
Don't you dare lift a finger to help our mayor fix his wagon.
Zakharum has fallen to disgrace. What faith can save us now? It is the end of the world. Can't you see that?
Burn those corpses before they rise again.
What can I do to help fight the risen dead?
I admire your courage, but Captain Dalton and the militia were slaughtered by those things. Only I survived.
Don't worry. I will avenge their deaths.
Well, I have seen you fight. Strike at the wretched mothers and their queen. They're the ones vomiting out these horrors. When Leah told us the dead were pouring out of the cathedral, we quickly went to put an end to it. At first it seemed we were succeeding, but they just kept coming. We were overcome. Captain Dalton and the men fought valiantly. They protected me. I am no soldier. I was a farmer. I should not have been out there with them. I do not know how I made it back here. None of the others did. And now, somehow, I'm supposed to lead the militia.
I've become stronger.